What up, though? It's your girl, JuJue, the host of Dajuicee, your favorite talk show podcast. At this point, I'm calling myself a talk show podcast because we elevating. And Wednesday, I was coming from your spot. You going, Cheryl. We ain't even gonna talk about Cheryl, but this is a talk show podcast, y'all. So yeah, I'm the first one doing it. Clap your hands for me. You didn't have to clap. He's so nice. Anyways, as you know, I got a quote for you guys because something has been speaking to my spirits. And you know what's funny about this quote is this young gentleman definitely fits the quote to a T because life be lifing. As he know, life be lifing, and I ain't gonna get into telling y'all what happened, everything behind the scenes, but this man was ready, and that's what I like. I like when somebody is ready. When you're ready, you do not have to get ready. So that's basically the quote, as simple as that. If you stay ready, you do not have to get ready. They said Will Smith said that. You heard Will Smith say that?
I don't know who said it, but it's been repeated a lot.
Yeah, I feel like it's been way more repeated than Will Smith. I don't know when he said it, but I needed to quote somebody so I don't get sued. But yeah, so basically you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like you never know what you have to stay prepared for.
100%.
You never know what's about to happen. You just never know. Life is so unpredictable. When you tell God your plans, he really just be laughing at you. And stop laughing at me, because like I really be making plans and like I don't understand what's going on. But that's between me and him, so I'm gonna just leave it. We're gonna leave it at that. But anyways, like I said, today's guest is no stranger to being ready, because he was ready. I said, let's go. He said, let's go. Let's do it. And that's the type of I like. You feel me? Anyways. Today's guest is born in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know, we migrated. We from the Bronx, New York, where shit happens. But anyways, shout out to Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, New York. He's an artist, hip hop artist. I don't want to categorize his style, but he give me like 90s. He give me Bronx, honestly. Like he give me Bronx hip hop when that first came out. Real KRS One, real like Wu-Tang Clan. Like he give me that vibe, but he's from Brooklyn, so whatever. Anyways, please y'all help me give it up for Mr. MC Reef. What up, though? Yes, with your applause. Let me applaud.
You know, because I feel like, you know, a lot of times we gotta applaud ourselves.
Right.
You know, like we don't give ourselves enough credit. He's a
positive person, y'all. We like him.
Yeah, I try, man. You know, it's again, as I was saying, it's a negative world, you know, and it's easy for our intrusive thoughts to win. So it's like the more that we build ourselves up and we let ourselves know that, yo, we on the right path, we'll start meeting people who will remind us of that as well. So
he's deep, y'all. Yeah, he's deep. We gotta go on. Stop playing with him.
I'm there.
Before we even get into everything that is MC Reef, I feel like we have to start at MC, because you know MC is the master of ceremonies, somebody who control the crowd, somebody who do their thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. Is that what your MC stands for? Or?
Yes.
Okay, cool,
Master of crowds,
I'm
mic
just making sure your name is not like McLaren.
No.
Charles,
it's not even Mick. It's not even Mick. Like it's kind of weird that a lot of people be like, "Yo, Mick Reef," and I'm like, "That's not my." It's a capital C. Like a lot of people don't know.
McDonald's you real quick.
Yeah. Like a lot of people don't realize the difference between Mick and MC. Like MC is capital letters, and Mick is capital M little c. You know, so a lot of people don't know the difference between that. So they often, when they read it off the back, is Mick Reef.
Mick Reef. Okay, but I didn't say that, right?
No, you didn't. MC Reef is correct. You got it right the first try, so I appreciate that.
All right, cool. So, so you feel like you are someone who controls a crowd.
Yep.
All right, because that's a big like name to give yourself. Not even trying to be, you know, funny, but like that's a big name to give yourself. So.
It's something that I've learned over the years. Like it wasn't something I started out with, but I've always believed in it. You know, I've always felt like the better I get at my craft, then I can start controlling the crowd. Even when I was catching stage fright, I would realize that it would probably be like in a point of the song where it's like people are just getting hooked. So if I was to like freeze up or whatever, they'd be like, damn, like I was really enjoying that. But in my mind, even though I froze up and I feel disappointed in myself, it showed me like, yo, these people were really feeling it. They were in the vibe. And so I just wanted to get better at like performing and learning how to engage the crowd in whatever I do.
Okay. So how you feel like you did that? Because there's a lot of people, especially with the summertime coming up, There's performances out the world. There's a bunch of different things. And there's a bunch of new artists that are coming out who are finally given like performing a chance. So how did you come out of that show?
I definitely was in a show. I was more of an introvert for sure. Okay. I didn't really know what I liked to do at a point in time. And I started traveling. You know, I went overseas and there was this guy that I met. His name was JuJue and he's a dope artist as well. And I remember performing at a show and no one knew who he was. I didn't know who he was. Mind you, I'm not even from London, but no one in London knew who he was.
Wait, were you like overseas? Overseas, really? We was thinking like something cute, but you like London. Okay.
Nah, but he showed up and once he got on stage, like his catchphrase is wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. So and he says it really fast. So he goes, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. And it's like, people were like, what did he just say? He'll say it again and then they'll catch on to it and be like, oh, okay. So I've watched him do that at a show and everyone caught on without him telling them what to say. And then he started breaking down his song. I got this song, you know, when I get to this part, I want y'all to say this. Okay. And when he started performing, like his movement, his energy, everything was on point. And when it got to that one part in the song, everybody sung along. It didn't matter who they was, what the song was about. Ready. Everyone caught on. And I was like, yo, that's the way to do it. Like, you have to let people know who you are and that you have something you want them to interact with. Right. So, like I just started deciding for myself that, you know what? If I'm going to perform a song, I need to make sure that it's something the crowd can get into.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's how that came about.
All right. A little crowd participation will always do it for you, it sounds like.
For sure.
All right. So it's not so much things I want to talk to you about, but we're gonna break them down. And I'm so happy you did that because I definitely want a little drink or what have you.
My fault. Cheers. Cheers to having me on the show.
Cheers, right. Cheers to positive vibes, energies, and staying ready. But anyways, so I'm gonna wait to talk about your album because I have so many questions.
I'm here for it.
But you got a show on the 27th.
Yes.
Yeah, so I do want to let them know because this will be out before that. So you do have time to... Oh my God, I almost died. Grandma almost killed me. You do have time to let them know what's going on. So you're doing Daze Summit.
Yes.
On the 27th. Tell me about that. How many songs are you performing, first of all?
I have a 20-minute set. Okay. I sent in about 5 songs, only because I'm performing one verse for most of them because I have features on some of those songs and they're not able to make it. So I'll be performing one verse. And then I think there's maybe like 2 songs where it's like a full song. So it'll fit within the 20-minute spectrum. And there's a live band.
Right. That's
the last time I got to perform with a live band was in London. And the difference with that was in London, I didn't have time to rehearse. It was still a great show. Like it went like well past what I thought it would be. But with this show, they give me a day to rehearse, like a few hours actually.
Show?
Underground Advocates, yes. So it's
one day. Is that enough?
It is. Honestly, if you take it seriously.
More than a day.
If you take it seriously, yes, one day is good enough to rehearse.
How many hours?
I think it's 2 hours. 2 hours per artist.
2 hours.
Yeah,
how do they
4
know
artists.
the music? Like, how does that work though? Because how do they know the music for you? All those different artists. How does that work?
Well, I just found out yesterday that they told me that they're going to be learning over 50 different songs, the band. So, yeah, like that's going to be crazy. Like to see them. Band. Yo, for real, shout out to them. But, you know, one day, 2 hours, I feel like that's great enough time. Again, if you're like really serious about the opportunity, then you're not going to mess around with that 1 hour, 2 hours. You know, you're going to really go in.
That's true. But dang, well, make sure y'all go ahead and buy the tickets. The links is in your bio.
The link is in my bio.
It's a little hard to find things in your bio. Speaking of your bio.
Is it?
To me, yeah. I'm really like a person who like to like straight through. I was trying to look for your music videos and I had to find it, but I found it. Okay. But it's not as like right there as I thought it was gonna be. It's like a link to a link.
So I'll tell you about that, and I apologize for that. So I initially had a link tree, and I still do, and I probably have to utilize that a little bit more. But I realized with the link tree is that people would make excuses for everything. So when I first started using the link tree, everything would be there in order of what I wanted you to find out about.
Me some Linktree.
Yeah, you know, I wanted people to know exactly what they were going for. And, you know, it's like people want everything fed to them on a gold platter. So it's like if I say, yo, the link is in my bio, they want me to send them the link.
Yeah, but those people are not really your audience.
Right. And which is what I'm learning as I go along.
Yeah, because
you know,
you shouldn't have to work hard. For people who want to find you, they will find you.
Exactly.
Like, even though it was a little difficult for me to find, I found it.
So that's something really I got to update. We're allowed, I now see that we have 3 links we can put in our link. Or maybe, I think 4. But I want to generalize it and go back to the Linktree.
I think Linktree is really nice just in general because, like you said, it shows you in detail. You can you can write your own titles for like whatever it is that you want people to go to. And it's like very personalized. So I like Linktree. Shout out to y'all. They definitely take my money. Shout out to them, anyway.
For sure. And it's cheap.
Yeah, it is cheap. It is cheap. Especially to like just personalize and customize. It is really cheap. But anyways, we look forward to that. I do want to make it because that sounds like dope and I love me a live band, but I will be in Atlanta for some podcast event.
That's dope.
So he still be outside. Like I got this one here, he be on the stage. So I'm gonna definitely check it. We got enough time during the year to keep it going. For sure. What I do want to ask you too is about like rat beef right now because honestly, it's becoming like something that we now have to talk about. Like we cannot even ignore this because it's everywhere. It's like Drake is versus everybody. J. Cole said, peace, I'm out of here. Like, this is too much for me. Very light-skinned vibes. I love that for him.
Light-skinned vibes.
Love that for him. Because, you know, you have to pick your battles.
Recalibrate, yes, I understand.
Yeah, you have to pick your battles. So he said no, and I definitely appreciate that. So how do you feel about all of this, like, beef? Like, I don't know how to say it, but as an artist, as a musician, how do you feel like? Do you feel like this is good for hip-hop, or do you feel like this is about to tear us down? The summer's over with. The hits is done. We don't have nothing but diss tracks. Because that's how I feel. Like, are we even going to get any music or diss tracks? Because I can't bump to a diss track. I cannot shake my ass to a diss track. So what's tea? What's tea? How do you feel? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I cannot shake my... Like, be for real. I'm trying to twerk this summer.
I don't think they've made a diss track to bounce your ass to.
I know.
And I feel like that's what needs to be considered when making a diss track. Like, they have to consider all audiences, like, at this point. Like, cause for real, if they're like turning the world upside down with these diss tracks, they have to consider all elements. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like they have to. As far as the rap beef goes, I'm just gonna go ahead and call staged. I feel like some of it at this point is staged. Mind you, they are homies. You know, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole.
Right.
So Cole, I don't know why he apologized.
Because he said this is enough. He seen
I understand.
where it was coming from.
I understand.
He should never apologize in front of all those people, though. That's just a little...
That part. Maybe throw out a little tweet or something, you know, but I get it. I get it, though. I totally understand him.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, you're getting more older, and a lot of times you kind of don't want to entertain that. It's like, it was fun for the moment, but then when you look back at it, and I relate to it because I had a rap beef, you know, a couple years back.
You had a rap beef?
Yeah, all right. So
who you was beefing with, Reef?
This is a dude that I used to work closely with. And we ended up beefing because I felt like I was doing a lot of the work to get us the opportunities that we were getting. And a lot of the stuff that he was like turning down the opportunities for was like really minor.
Right.
You know, like I didn't have a haircut, or I didn't have any money in my pocket, or, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, bro, but you got to understand, if you show up, that's a win for us.
Exactly.
You know, and a lot of situations I felt like he wasn't trying to show up simply because of, you know, like not having a haircut or whatever. Shout out to my guy Bugs. His name is Bugs.
I wanted to, because he sounds like somebody I know. But
he's cool. He's cool. He's a great friend. He's a great friend, and he still is to this day. And the beautiful thing about that situation is that when we went through our like falling out, we dissed each other. Well, he sent more diss. It was like he was like the Jay-Z and I was the Nas. He sent more responses, you know. But it was entertaining.
But was it intentional that y'all was really going in the booth? Like
we knew that, you know, we didn't hate each other. It wasn't no real bad blood. I guess it was just a misunderstanding that we couldn't have a conversation about. So instead of talking to each other, we just hopped in the booth.
That's so interesting.
And it was funny because it was like I was waiting for him to end my career. He was waiting for me to end his career. And it was like just going back and forth at it. And it was like when we like finally listened to it, it's like, we didn't need to do this. You know what I'm saying? We could have just called each other. And it's crazy because that's what we said on one of the diss tracks. Like he said it and I said it on the diss track. Yeah, we both could have just called each other. But it was just funny because it was like, you know, like it was for hip hop. And granted, again, that was a partner. We were like making songs together. And when we started beefing, everyone was like, this is, I would say probably the first time I went viral. A lot of people were just like, "Oh shit, y'all beefing? Like, what for?"
And
like,
now
you
y'all
know,
beefing.
Yeah,
people love drama. Y'all are so messy.
Exactly. And that was the only thing I ever went viral for was drama. So it was like, yeah, that's probably me.
Oh, I'm here like what?
Damn, I don't know. I don't want to.
I
forgot to put my phone on silent. No, I don't have to answer it. I want to just ignore the call.
Oh, well, then we could just ignore it. It's okay.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Nothing happened, y'all. Yeah. Anyways. So your rap beef. So how did that end? So y'all wound up speaking to each other, or
yes, we had a middleman. I mean, again, there was no real bad blood between us. There was no real bad blood, you know. But the middleman between us, he was cool with us. Also, he did music with Bugs. I didn't get the chance to do it yet.
He said, "I had enough. Y'all not. I'm not."
Yeah, he was one of those people who called like every week, like, "Yo, did y'all make up? Did y'all speak to each other?" Like, and it was like, "Nah, I didn't speak to him yet." But he was really that kind of friend. Yeah, he really wanted us to like really reconcile because he was saying, "Yo, y'all dope, y'all great together," and all of that. So we did reconnect. He came to one of my shows, I think, like 2 years ago, and he was like super inspired. He was like, "Damn, bro, I'm proud of your growth and everything." Another thing too is that again, it was miscommunication. We was both going through like family deaths, and we both didn't know it. You know, it happened. We never spoke about it to the public. And then us two started going at it. So it was like added onto whatever was going on. Man. Yeah, so it was just crazy. But I'm glad that we came out of that and we was able to speak. We still speak to this day. Nice. I haven't seen him in a couple months, but, you know, we talk every day or every other day, however it works. And he's still a cool person. You know, I still respect him, still got mad love for him. And I still want him, you know, to come out and be the best that he can be. For sure.
Nice. So basically a conversation can cure all rap beef.
100%. 100%. I feel like that's what a lot of people need to know. Just call that person. Even if you're not next to them, call that person and you'll be good. Like, I promise.
Sometimes people are really hard-headed, though. Like, sometimes you want to have a conversation with some certain people and they just don't get it. Like,
that's when you leave them in the past.
Thing too.
That's when you just leave them behind. Because it's at this point, why am I trying to have a conversation with you? You know, it should be flawless. It should be able to, again, if we know each other, if we're on the same frequency, if there was never no real bad blood, it shouldn't be that hard.
I know. Oh, I like that you said that it was never no real bad blood. Because if it's like, if we cool, we could get over it. But if you really don't fuck with me,
a lot of it just
like
be a misunderstanding.
that's really what it be. Like, you really didn't like me in the beginning.
A lot of it is a misunderstanding. The whole like me in the beginning, that's crazy too. That's crazy. No, but that's crazy too. He like
misunderstanding, but because you know, like that's what you. I mean, basically, you said like a communication. You know, you can, especially if you care about somebody like that. A conversation can end all beefs like that. But if you want to keep it fueled up, you didn't like me in the first place. That's how I feel. Like you have some personal animosity towards me from jump. I feel that. So that's really what you need to say, because once this little conversation is over, especially if I apologize to you and you don't accept my apology and I'll be genuine because I don't even be doing that. Yeah, it's something wrong with you. It's something 100%. Wrong with you. It's something personal wrong with you. You got your own personal animosity towards me. And yeah, we're going to get into that actually in my next show for my next quote, but make sure y'all tune into that. But yeah, you have to be careful with who you letting around you, and sometimes it's good to fall out. Yes. Yeah, sometimes it's good to fall out.
Definitely is.
With certain people, you just let it go. Like, you know, don't even fight for it. It's just let it go. But anyways, well, speaking of artists and rappers, who would you say your top 5 artists would be?
Damn, that changes a lot, but it's always...
I mean, I feel like we talking about it, so we already hitting on it.
There's always people that I'm really inspired by.
Okay.
So... First off, I would like to start with a female or a woman, because I know.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
So Rhapsody is really dope to me.
Yes, love.
Queen Latifah.
Wow.
These are people that I really find inspiring as women, you know, because they have minds of their own and they're not like, you know, falling into the typical. Hobson. Joyner Lucas and Nas. Nas is someone
Shout
that
out to
really.
Hopster. He's still making music.
Yeah, he does. Not as frequently.
He's still scary. I remember back
Still
in the
scary.
day when I used to watch him,
Yeah.
he was really scary.
With
like
the white eye
the
contacts,
eyes,
yeah.
I couldn't do it.
It was a storytelling.
I always missed the message. I missed the message because I was afraid. Like, Hobson, damn, what's the goal here? Like,
He showed me how to be creative. You know,
Okay.
like video wise, if you really followed his videos, he was really smart and knowing how to piece everything together. And then I feel like that's also where Joyner Lucas emerges from, because if you watch his videos, it's
I
like, damn,
Joyner
like this
Lucas.
dude
He's very
really
storytelling.
Yeah, and it's
I
like,
like
yo, but like when you watch his videos, it's like, damn, bro, for real? Like you really felt that way?
Yeah.
Like I think one of the Rose Capriccione was the first video I saw by Joyner, but the Happy Birthday video was what really set me aside, because I've always had like this. It's a little off the topic, but the song is about being a stepfather, basically, like learning that the woman that you wanted to be with, you know, is pregnant by another man. Like this is not your baby that you probably gotten used to, accustomed to.
No
and
comment.
the fact that the fact that he was like really into it and he knew exactly
Shout
what
out
to
to the
say. It was like,
stepfathers out there in the world.
yo, for real. So it's pretty interesting to see that he touched on that, and that was a tough thing for me to process.
Why? Why was it so tough for you to process?
Well, I grew up with a stepfather.
Okay.
And also growing up in the dating world, when I like finally started to like really want to date, a lot of these women had kids. And it was like, damn, like I want to start my own family. I don't want to like be trying to chase behind you and live up to a legacy that, you know, their father already created in their mind, if the kid knew their father. You know, so
the girls with the kids need love too, all right?
100%. I agree, but I feel like the dudes that be knocking them up be fucking it up for us.
No, that's a fact.
Sorry, I don't know if I was able to curse.
No, say it. No, do your thing. This is my show. This is
my fault. But yeah, I don't like they be messing it up for everybody. So you know,
that's very true though.
Yeah, it's like, you know, give like if you're going to like leave a chick a single mother, like put her in a positive mindset. Like, don't let us come along and have to.
There's no positive mindset with being left a single mother, though. There's levels to it.
There's levels to it. But I would love to hear your side of it.
Well, I just feel like nobody goes and have a baby. Well, let me not say nobody, because there are a lot of people who go into it like, this is what I want. But if I'm in a relationship with someone or what have you, even the girls that think that babies could trap men and get them in a different light, like they even go into it like, even though they setting their own stuff up, and that's big, that's on you, sweetheart. You going into it thinking that we're gonna be a family. So once you realize whether he was, you know, whether you guys were together or not, once you realize this is not what's about to happen,
right?
How can you be left? You know, it's just about a realization. Like most people don't go into something expecting that this is how it's gonna be, and once you realize that this nigga is not about to change, or this situation is not going to change, or this is just the reality of the situation I have to accept. You can accept it, but you're always going to be a little annoyed and just, you know, it's always going to leave that bad taste in your mouth for niggas, because it's just like you had high expectations and now you just shot me down so low.
Understood. So let me ask you a question.
Anyways, just saying about me.
You're right.
No, what's your question?
I mean, it was related to that.
Ahead,
not about you, but related to the topic at hand.
Go ahead, because now I'm experienced. Okay, I have a lot of experience on this topic now.
As far as women wanting to change dudes, is that like after you see they could use the changing, or it's like, you know, you meet them a certain way, they put on this facade, and then you just kind of hope that they go back to
It be
how you met them?
so many different things though for me personally. Excuse my French, but like some girls, like when they have sex with a guy and the sex is real good and the dick is doing what it's supposed to be doing, sometimes they be like, they like to see past all the red flags.
Demonetized.
Yeah, they like to see past all the red flags. Like, he's not that bad. Maybe I could X, Y, and Z. I'm serious. Like, once you already, like, the girls get their heart connected to, like, niggas who they really should not be sometimes. So it's just like, most times they may come off as like a facade where they come showing their best foot forward. And so now they showing a little hiccups, and it's like, okay, like I've already seen the good, we can deal with the bad. Okay. But then sometimes it's like the girls just be hypnotized and they just want to fix a nigga who's been telling them in their face this is not what they want, or cheating on them back to back, and they still be like, but he loved me. But you know, like, girl, go sit your ass, go sit down somewhere. He don't love you, real. Like, you know. So it just depends. But
I feel that.
Me personally, I think I have tried to like build. I'm someone who will try to build my person up.
I feel so
you. It's not even about
that was heavy.
It's not even about it's not even about me seeing like I'm not a cleanup woman. Like I don't know if that's old school. Like I'm not a cleanup woman. I'm not there to like fix up your life, but I'm there to elevate you. So if you want to come, if I see where you're going and you might need some guidance, I'll be there to guide you. Because as a woman, that's like if I'm already here and you my man, I like you here, but you want it. Then why not help you get to where you're gonna go? But what I'm not gonna do is drag you there.
That part.
So
I agree with that.
If you not even trying to elevate, like I don't have no problem with helping nobody. But if you're not even trying to elevate and trying to move up to levels that I am, or even try to teach me, like I'm not even all the way high. If you can't even elevate me to somewhere we're not even elevating each other, then it's not gonna work. Because I don't drag nobody.
I feel that. I'm with you on that 100%. Yes.
That's how I feel about that.
I'm with you. No, honestly, and if anyone is watching this and listening, I need y'all to understand, y'all have to be open to growing. Like there's no way the relationship is gonna work if y'all just expect things to happen. Right?
No,
you have to be willing to grow.
Absolutely.
But moving on, we don't want to. This is not a dating. show,
I know. This ain't about dating, but comment below if you feel like you pass. But anyways, okay, so MC Reef, let's get into the unexpected. First of all, I like how the song The Unexpected come out.
Mr.
That's how
Unexpected.
I felt like you like so I was like old school because he like I feel like it was supposed to be a crash in the beginning and be like, boom, it's Mr. Unexpected, like going on, you know what I mean? So like I fucks with that. That fucks with the vibe. So I do want to get into that, but more importantly, what I want to get into is your cover. Like, I'm not sure if they see it too much in the back because I do have it in the back.
Oh, nice.
If y'all can't see it, I'll make sure that y'all, like, I'll brighten it up some way, somehow. But I do want to get into this. Who is this man? What is going on? And is this a Grim Reaper?
Speaking of, yes.
What the hell is going on?
A physical copy. And
oh my God, I got a physical
your personal
copy.
merch.
Oh, okay. So
Team Reef merch.
First of all, get into the physical copy. This is really good. I like the purple a lot. And I've seen the CD. The CD is really good. I don't know what ink you was using, but they did that.
I went through a company called Media Express.
Yes, they paid for their ink.
Yeah. They did a great job with that. They were unprofessional, customer service wise, but when I seen the product, when it finally got to me, I was like, yo, this is fire.
No, this is really fire. But what is going on?
Okay, so at first there's a crime scene. There's a crime scene. So basically what that signifies is that something has died. And like for me being someone like into hip hop or whatever, hip hop has died. I feel like, we're at a point.
Cute.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's for you. Definitely for you. We're in a state where, I feel like music is not creative anymore. Like they're not creating. Matter of fact, if I really could pinpoint it, every song we hear nowadays is a remake of something from like 20, 30 years ago.
Very much so.
And it works because the younger generation doesn't know that. Like, when I was listening to a lot of the music growing up, I didn't know that these were samples and bits of older music until I started listening to it. And I was like, oh, wow. So, but now it's more fabricated to the point where the entire song is a whole remake. Before it was just like a sample, a piece of it, or maybe just the beat. You remake the beat. But now the beat, the style, the lyrics, everything is the same.
I feel like that's so safe for artists to do too. Like they just picking something like a classic. Like most of the time you can't really lose with a classic unless you lost for real.
It's like remaking a good movie.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
That's true.
Like, it's hard to remake a good movie.
True. That's true.
How do you remake Toy Story? How do you remake Terminator? How do you remake, What's Love Got to Do with It? How do you remake good movies like that? You know what I'm saying? Love and Basketball. Like, there's a lot of movies that you just can't remake.
Right.
It's like you just got to let it live where it's at. And so with hip hop, I'm not opposed to the growth of it, but the creativity of it has to be alive. Like you have to have creativity always. And it would be amazing to see what a Little Baby, a Glorilla, Moneybagg Yo, or any of these artists, Lil Uzi Vert, any of them.
No, we're gonna leave Lil Uzi. Can we leave Lil Uzi Vert and his purse and his red nails out of this conversation?
No hate, no shade. No hate, no shade.
Hate, no shade. But it is nothing that Lil Uzi Vert is in his own category. I just feel like the people you named is very hip hop artists. Lil Uzi Vert, he does his own thing. It's like
I feel that
hip hop, R&B, Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay, so let's just say, for example, "Sexy Red" Pound Town was the hottest hip hop song last year. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with that. Like, I feel like there was so many songs that came out that were hip hop esque that deserve the spotlight. You know, so, and that song ain't even creative. Like, what is she saying? Not only that, but the fact that there's a song 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it's like, what? Like, what? There was somebody talking about this 40 years ago in the same exact manner?
I don't know what in the Motown was going on back then, but...
so that's what the crime scene is about. Okay. You know, it's dead. There's no more creativity.
Okay.
Also, as you see the markers...
Right.
I've killed it with learning how to write. You know, I've learned how to write. I've killed my craft at that.
Okay.
I've learned how to record. That's where the headphones are.
Right.
You know, I've been to the studio enough to learn how it works. You know, I'm starting to learn like the keys and the dials, decibels, effects, everything inside the studio. That's, you know. And then 3 is a stage. Like, I'm now getting to a point where I can perform and I'm really good at it. You know, so even if I do mess up my lyrics, or even if I don't rehearse before the show, I can still come out and do a good job. Nice. You know, because I'm getting better at it. I'm so much.
When you put it that way, it's way more like meaningful than the Grim Reaper with the Death Treble Clap. Like, this is way more meaningful.
I'm gonna get to that too.
Okay.
So I am the Grim Reaper.
Yes. Okay.
I'm the one that causes the death of the scene. Everything you see here, I came and I reclaimed it, and I'm bringing it back to what it used to be.
See, y'all got on the same shirt.
Yeah, so so the music blade. So my name is crazy. I don't really tell a lot of people, but I feel like they would catch on to it. My name is Sharif. You know, so MC Reef, Sharif. But
no way. No, I'm kidding.
But so the treble clef is an S. You know, and I've always been fascinated with music. You know, and it's funny that there's a music note that fits in with, you know, the first letter of my name. So that's where that comes from. And also, if anyone is a gamer, they know that that's a Kingdom of Hearts old, you know, like the Keyblade. Yeah, so that's supposed to be the Keyblade, but I made it into the treble clef.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just basically me at the scene of the murder, basically swinging the music sword. Like, you know, I'm going through this music scene straight through. Y'all gonna know that I was the one that was there doing it. So that's why I'm on this.
So, like, no. The meaning of this has changed my whole perspective 1,000%. So thank you for explaining it. And real quick, let us know what we can look forward to when we listen to this. Because I'm already saying a vibe. Lyrics, because that's very important. A lot of people aren't saying anything. But you are, so you saying something for sure, something worth hearing, and a vibe. But for me, a vibe means a lot of different things. So what do you feel like people should expect when listening to this album?
Nothing. It's called The Unexpected for a reason.
Oh wow, that's very true. Wow,
the name of the project is The Unexpected. This is the trilogy. This is the ending of the series. So the reason it's called The Unexpected is because a lot of people like that knew me growing up. Like, music wasn't something that they saw me doing at all. Like, it's not something I saw myself doing. However, it is something that's always been around me. Like, you know, like, it's like when you just see like a sign every single day, like, and you just don't know what that sign is about, but it somehow one day becomes a part of your life, and you're just like, wow, okay, I was meant for this, actually. Like, that's my calling. So music has always found me, and you know, I just stopped ignoring it. So with this project, if you can expect anything, it's definitely a story of how my life has went in the past. But what you shouldn't expect is how far back or how recent. Okay. You know, so just understand that it's a story of my life, you know, of what I went through. And only way for you to really understand it is to, I guess, have gone through similar situations yourself. You know, so when you listen to it, just have an open mind. You know, it's it's definitely a mixture of hip hop. You got R&B on there, neo soul.
Right, you got features from like literally everybody.
Yeah, for real. So. I got a bunch of people on there. You know, and I'm blessed to have gotten these people because some of those people I've just met them, you know, and I was able to be like, yo, hey, I need a verse.
That's because the vibe, man. You're a good person. People feel that energy. So
yeah, and I appreciate that, you know. So I thank these people for being a part of the project, and they really made it something special for me, you know. So I'm really hoping the world opens up and starts like, and I don't know what your next question is or next segment, but I feel like support needs to be more highlighted. With this project, I didn't release it on the streaming platforms. There's 3 singles that's on the streaming platforms. That's Mr. Unexpected, VIP, and Commas. Those are the only 3 songs that I've released on streaming platform. But the rest of the album is on Bandcamp or Even.
Right.
And
I peeped that.
And then you have the physical copy. So those are the only 3 ways you can listen to it. But the best thing about it is you get to own the music.
Right.
So let's just say if you can't pay for your subscription for Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, whatever, your music is done. You can't listen to that no more.
That's
like,
true.
oh, you got to listen to ads before you listen to it. So with this, you can just go back to it whenever you want, play it whenever you want. It could be 10, 15 years from now when Spotify, none of that don't exist.
Wow.
And you can, and it's yours. It's
there.
Well,
y'all can't have this one. This one is mine, but make sure y'all tune into everything that he got going on. The links is in his bio for the Bandcamp for sure. And I don't know how he's giving away CDs. I don't know if he's got a pop-up shop.
Y'all could meet me in person.
Okay,
y'all could just DM me
go.
and like I'll ship them out if you're in a different state or country. It doesn't matter. You know, I mean, I really just appreciate the support. So however you want to do it, if you want to meet up in person or whatever the case is, let's do it. I'll make sure you get your copy of the album.
Dope. Well, make sure y'all get the copy of the album, The Unexpected Volume 3. Expect the unexpected. That's what it sounds like.
That's a fact.
So yeah, be ready for that. But so we are at the Juice. Like we said before, we switched up a few things as far as the games and the questions go. So now we have a very Jeopardy-like game, right? So we have the categories from 21, Happy Hour, Never Have I Ever, and the Juice being like the most wild. So you can look right here. You can look right up here and just pick one. Hopefully my slides is working the way they're supposed to be because, you know, last time I was having a little malfunction. Because technology be just... But anyways. Yes,
since I am Mr. Unexpected, let's do Never Have I Ever for 200.
Okay, Never Have I Ever for 200. Let's make sure.
Okay. A lot of people, so I don't know how other people are with.
For whatever reason, when I do this at my house and everything, it like works perfectly fine. And then when I come here, the devil is around in the room, and I just don't understand where that came from. Oh wait, so Never Have I Ever for 200 is Have you ever had a one night stand?
I have. So there's a song that I have. The song on The Unexpected Volume 2 is called For the Night, and that's featuring Bugs, who I was mentioning, mentioning that we had a little beef with. But when you hear that song, it explains basically what it's like. For me, a one-night stand is not just, you know, you smash and then you dip off. Like, you know, it's more like you created a connection with this person. They came to a consensus that, you know, they wanted to do this with you.
Yeah, okay. You know? Consent is important. Consent is first.
They wanted to do this, you know? So it's not like you coerced them. It's not like you had to do anything extra to get the vibe going. It's like this person already came in their mind that if they're going to show up here, either they leaving with somebody or they not.
Yep, I like that.
You know, so when I got to the spot, mind you, I don't go to clubs or bars like that a lot. You know, but sometimes I just be a little tempted. I don't know why, but I'd be a little tempted. And on this particular day, you know, I went and there was this chick there and she just was like really cool. Like her vibe was like really, really dope. Like, and I couldn't explain it. I just wanted to know why she was like so cool. Like, you know, and I didn't have to try so hard. You know, like I sat down at the bar, ordered a drink. She came up to me and it was like natural. Everything was natural. And after we finished talking or whatever, in my mind, I was just getting up ready to go home. You know, I was going to go back to my hotel. I was actually in Germany at the time.
This happened in Germany?
Yeah,
with a German girl?
Yeah. She was Turkish, actually, but it's crazy. She spoke so many different languages. She was an interpreter. That was her job.
Wow.
So yeah, like it was pretty cool, you know. And
this one, MC Reef, he's been around the world.
I've been to a few countries. I feel like I really need to go to more.
Okay.
But yeah, so we went back to my hotel and everything was like really smooth. Like, you know, we woke up the next morning, you know, she wanted to take me out to breakfast, and then after that we just went about our own day.
She does this often. She do that often. Know. Girl, okay. No, because she's smooth. I like that. She's smooth.
What I learned from women overseas is that it's their passion to take care of the man.
Oh,
you know, but the thing is like they make sure that the man that they're taking care of deserves it. You know, so they're not just gonna go like just because, you know, he's fancy or he's fly or he's famous or whatever the case is. You know, it's more like a vibe thing. You know, like if I can see that this guy is good, you know, even if it is a one night stand, I'm gonna make sure he enjoys it. You know, and that's kind of what it was. I like that
though. I fucked with that because I feel like more importantly, my ego is really big. I'm a Gemini. Shout out to Gemini gang. So it's just like, I need you to remember me. Like, even when you go home, I need you to be like, nah, I need that girl from Germany. She changed my life and I'm ready to move. Like, you know what's crazy? That's the energy I be on.
I tried so hard to keep in contact with her because I went there during lockdown. And I think that's why we met, because it was lockdown.
Right.
You know, but...
not traveling during COVID.
Yo, it's crazy they even let me through. It's crazy they even let me through. They put me on the plane, and I was so surprised. I was like, for real? Mind you, I only paid $500. I was supposed to originally do from London to Greece to Germany. Okay. But they stopped me at Greece. They didn't let me on the plane there. They sent me to Dublin. So I went to Dublin, got to meet some cool people there. They put me on the Pirate Studios, which is now in New York. But, you know, you feel me? Then I went to Germany, and Germany was like really weird but cool at the same time. Like, I met some interesting people there. Like, I met this drug dealer there. He's like mad cool. No, he's mad cool. Like, but
that's like London. Them Netflix shows when they were like, "What's up, bro?"
Yo, it's so weird there. It's so weird there. But it was amazing. You know, like I enjoyed my time there. Like I was stuck there too. I couldn't fly back home when I wanted to. Yeah, my flight got delayed and everything, so I was stuck there for an additional 2 weeks. So I was there for, I think, like 5 weeks. Yeah, I was there for like 5 weeks. Longer than I was supposed to be because of the flights kept getting... I got 2 flights that got delayed.
And then what? That's crazy.
Yeah, because of the COVID. So I was stuck there. And I didn't have the money to stay there. So, but thankfully, I was meeting people that were like really cool and generous. And they were like, yo, you know, we don't want you to be out on the street or nothing like that. So COVID almost had you homeless for a second. No funny shit. Like,
but then again, you're the one who decided to travel.
Nah, you know, like... I mean, but that's how unexpected I am.
Imagine?
I'm very spontaneous.
Oh, hell no. Go somewhere and be homeless.
It was a great experience. It wasn't like, you know, I was actually on the street, but because, you know, of the situation, a lot of people were interested in it. It was like, yo, you're an American. What are you doing here? Like, you know, especially during this time, you know, and then Trump was president. So a lot of people out there actually hated me. Like, they were like, yo, we can't talk with you. Like, no, there were literally people like, yo, wait, you're American. Trump is your president. We not... Like, they literally said this to me, and I was like, nah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Like, that's really crazy that you...
Just tell them you didn't even vote?
But it's so political overseas, and anyone that has been overseas can agree. Like, it's super political over there. Like, left wing, right wing. Like, that's how they address you. Like, left wing, right wing.
Not address me as left wing, right wing. Only left and right wing you need to address is these beautiful lashes.
No grappa, by the way.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we are coming to, and I'm really scared to press this.
My fault. Yeah, go. We had a game going on. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So you have had a one night stand. I don't know what's about to happen. Okay, see, look. This is like it just does that.
Wait, that question you had up there though.
Which one you like?
Would you ever forgive someone that has cheated?
Oh, I thought about asking you that, but then you seem like the type that you have, so I just like, you're a little too friendly for me, so I don't think that's much of a story. I don't know about
friendly, but I'm reasonable.
You would forgive somebody who cheated on you? Because that's a dub for me. That's a dub, bitch. I'm on the road.
I didn't exactly forgive them. I actually made a song about them on the album. But, you know, I kind of had a conversation with them recently, and I let them know that the song exists.
Recently?
Recently. You know,
Well, that's deep.
Yeah, like I just wanted them to know, like, yo, the song, like, all right, so it's basically like the J. Cole effect, you know. It's like I can't sleep right knowing I made a song about someone and they don't know about it.
I could,
but
no. Only reason why I would tell somebody is I made a song about them because I need them to know that this is about you.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
And the thing is though is that again, even though this person cheated on me, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't a bad person. Like aside from that, if that makes sense, like. Whatever led to that, okay, cool, that was your decision, great, live your life. But aside from that, they was a great person, you know, we had a great vibe for that, you know, so it was just like, you know, the right thing to do. It was just like, yo, you know what? I did make a song about you, you know, and you inspired me. How about that?
That's
like
nice.
you actually inspired me, you know, so you can feel how you want to feel about the song. You know, if you hate me, I don't give a shit.
Right.
But you inspired me to create something, and that's what I did. That's my purpose with music, is to create. So if I got to tell you a story about what happened, especially if that person is in the room right now, I don't care. Like the first time I performed, I made a song called Fatherless. My pops is dead now, but you know, I never knew him, so I don't really, you know, it don't matter. Okay. But the first time I performed that song, my mom was at the show. And when I tell you, like, she looked at me, because a line in the song goes, of all the pics my mom showed me, why none of them show you? And then I don't know if I should blame her or I should scold you. So when I was saying those lyrics, that's like, fire. She was dead looking at me. And I was just like, I don't care. You got to understand what I'm feeling in this moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what this song is about. But at the end of the show, she was like, yo, I appreciate you for performing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know you felt that way, you know, and now that's that beautiful. So, my mom is my hugest supporter musically. Like, she's at every show that I invite her to. Okay. I don't bring her to every showcase, you know, like, mind you, I said showcase. Yeah. So if it's like it's a show to me, like, she'll most likely be at the 27th. You know, she'll most likely be there. Yeah. So I invite her to the ones that I know for sure are like real cool, intimate vibes. She's gonna enjoy it. She gets to meet genuine people. You know, I don't invite a lot of people to my family, let alone my mom. Right. So even the women I date, no one gets to meet my mom. No funny shit. Like, you know, like, y'all don't get to meet my mom. Like, I don't care how y'all feel about that, but yeah. Nah, teach that man not to bring nobody home unless he feel like they really the one. Like, you know.
We just gonna have to leave that alone because he can't have nobody anyways. MC Reef, thank you so much for coming again. Thank you for being ready and staying ready. And we ain't gonna throw. Listen, it's the Bronx. It's the Bronx in me. Sometimes, like, you know, I could be chilling and then all of a sudden, like, I just start getting crazy. You know, like, so yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna just let me regain myself. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. You guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, especially if you made it this far. I don't know what you're doing not subscribing. So subscribe to the channel, like, comment. If you want to, I don't know, if you want to have some relationship advice with MC Reef and Dajuice, because that's what it was given. I guess comment that too. But make sure you guys buy your tickets for the 27th for MC Reef. He's going to be live. Mommy going to be outside. Right. It's going to be an entire experience.
That's a fact.
I'm going to definitely say it's going to be an exciting experience. Mr. MC is going to control the crowd and do his big one. So I cannot wait to see it within video because I'm so mad I'm going to miss it. But, you know, positive things is going. So,
we got more coming through.
Yeah, but I'm definitely going to catch you. I see you be outside. So I'm going to catch you for sure. And I definitely want to see you perform. I'm really proud of everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
The merch is merching. I got a pink shirt. Don't be jealous. And yeah. Make sure you guys continue to tune in and tap in. Let them know they can find your stuff, even though your Instagram is up here. I don't know what he knows. I don't think he knows anything is going on back here.
So, yes, my name is MC Reef. If you just put a little space in between that, it's okay. I'll give you a pardon. But yeah, just put a space in between that and y'all be able to find me everywhere. It's MC Reef on all social platforms. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. It's MC Reef. The music, you can find a lot of it on the streaming platforms, but if you want to listen to the album, you have to go to Bandcamp. You have to go to Even. The links are in my bio as well. And April 27th, Pianos, New York City. We outside, live band.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. I am JuJue. This is The Juice, and I will see y'all next time.
Appreciate it.